The United States Air Force has dispatched F-22 Raptor to the Middle East as tensions with Iran cease to die down. The F-22s have arrived at Udeid Air Base in Qatar on Thursday. This is the first time F-22s will be in Qatar. The U.S. Air Force did not provide the total number of F-22s deployed, but release a picture that seems to suggest there are at least 5 of them. The Air Force stated, "These aircraft are deployed to Qatar for the first time in order to defend American forces and interests in the U.S. Central Command area of responsibility." The move comes around a week after Iranian Khordad 3 surface-to-air missile shot down American RQ-4 Global Hawk drone over the Strait of Hormuz. Iran stated the drone was in its airspace, but the United States claims that it was over international waters. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes the deployment of F-22 in Qatar to counter Iran. Let's get started. This video is sponsored by War Thunder, the most comprehensive military vehicle online game for PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One, in which you can go to battle on more than 1,200 playable aircraft, tanks, helicopters, and ships from the 1930s to the 1990s. The game has an amazing attention to detail and focuses on a realistic combat experience, which is why knowing your vehicles and skill really makes a difference. It's easy to get into, and all you need to play is nothing more but your mouse and keyboard or controller. Immerse yourself in cross-platform combat with more than 20 million other military vehicle enthusiasts from all over the world. Download and play War Thunder for free using the link in the description below, and also get a free bonus tank or aircraft and 3 days of premium account. F-22 will be the tip of the spear. It's most likely to be used to destroy the Iranian air defenses and take out its fighter jets. This will clear the path for other American aircraft. So basically, it will be tasked with achieving air superiority over Iran. Iran has several types of air defense systems that include indigenous ones as well as of foreign origin. It's recently showcased indigenously developed Khordad 15, which is thought to be far more advanced than the Khordad 3. Apart from these, Iran also has Russian-made S-300, which is its most impressive air defense system. S-300 can be equipped with radars that are claimed to have the capability to detect even stealthy aircraft. It's not known that those radars actually work properly and if Russia has provided them to Iran or not. Iran is thought to possess 4 batteries each of S-300P and S-300PMU-2. Importantly, we have to keep in mind that Iran doesn't have S-400, which is an upgrade of S-300 and a better counter for F-22. It's obvious Iran will try to confront the F-22s with its own fighter jets. There are around 190 fighter aircraft, such as U.S.-made Northrop F-5s, F-4 Phantom II, Grumman F-14, and Russian-made Sukhoi Su-22, Sukhoi Su-24, and MiG-29. The MiG-29 is the most modern fighter, and Iran operates approximately only 25 of these. We'll now look at 3 reasons why Iran won't be able to do much against the F-22 Raptor. F-22 Raptor is the first operational aircraft to combine supercruise and supermaneuverability. Supercruise is the ability to have sustained supersonic flight without having to use the highly inefficient afterburners. With this, F-22 can intercept targets which subsonic aircraft would lack the speed to pursue, and an afterburner-dependent aircraft would lack the fuel to reach. This is possible due to very powerful dual Pratt & Whitney F-119 PW-100 afterburning turbofan engines. F-22 has a speed of Mach 1.2 during supercruise. F-22 incorporates supermaneuverability, which makes it a capable dogfighter. Its maneuverability is at the top of the stack and is demonstrated by its ability to pull off Pugachev's Cobra maneuver. Pugachev's Cobra is a demanding maneuver in which an airplane flying at a moderate speed suddenly raises the nose to the vertical position and slightly beyond, like a Cobra's hood, before dropping it back to normal flight. This requires potent engine thrust to maintain approximately constant altitude through the entire move. The performance aspect will ensure that F-22 will always be in an advantageous position when faced by an Iranian fighter. It's also to be noted that the agility will also be used as a latch-ditch counter against surface-to-air missiles, where it will initiate high-G maneuver to shrug them off if targeted. Radar is like an eye for an aircraft. There was no budget limitation when the AN/APG-77 radar was developed for F-22 Raptor. No compromises were made, and this keeps it at the top even today. The AN/APG-77 radar features a low observable, active aperture, electronically scanned array that can track multiple targets under any weather conditions. It has a range of around 400 kilometers against a 1 square meter target. It will give a massive edge to pilots of F-22 and enable them to get the first shot against Iranian fighter, which is a vital aspect of air combat. It is to be taken into consideration that air-to-air missiles available to F-22s are also much better than what Iran's fighters will be equipped with. This will include AIM-9X and AIM-120D missiles. This radar can also be used for electronic attack by focusing its signals on the enemy to overload their sensors. The radar changes frequencies more than 1,000 times per second to resist jamming and have low probability of intercept. Low probability of intercept means the incoming radar warning receivers are not able to detect that a radar lock has been achieved against it, and hence opponents have little warning of an impending F-22 attack. It'll be important when confronted with Iran's cache of air defense systems. For offense against air defense platforms, F-22 will deploy the AGM-88 HARM. The AGM-88 HARM, high-speed anti-radiation missile, is a tactical air-to-surface anti-radiation missile designed to home in on electronic transmissions coming from surface-to-air radar systems. It has a range of 150 kilometers or 92 miles and has a speed of over Mach 2. The fire and forget capability of the missile allows weapon engagement at standoff ranges. The F-22 Raptor is developed from the ground up to be stealthy. F-22 is the stealthiest fighter ever built and has very low RCS, radar cross-section, of only 0.0001 square meter. It achieves this due to its structural design as well as the use of radar-absorbing materials, RAM. It can't be detected by most radars, so it can strike without the enemy knowing it's there in the first place. Also, it must be noted that even if when some new advanced radars are able to detect it, its signature is so small that it's very hard to track and get a radar lock. It's the most likely situation that Iran's air defense will be faced when it tries to target the F-22s. The same thing is applicable to Iranian pilots who will find it very difficult to detect and target the F-22s. Addition of F-22 is the latest in high-profile deployment that includes USS Abraham Lincoln Aircraft Carrier Strike Group, B-52 Stratofortress, and Patriot air defense batteries. It's to be noted that even today, F-22 can't be exported to any other country as per federal law. Even Japan's request for F-22, which is a close U.S. ally, was also rejected. F-22's deployment will act as a deterrence against any misadventure. It's interesting to note that the U.S. Air Force has Rapid Raptor program. The program is designed to enable quick deployment of F-22 Raptor. It basically aims to have a small contingent of 4 F-22s in always ready state, so they can be pressed into service in case a sudden need for mission arises. This strategy is intended to reinforce programs the Rapid Raptor by ensuring that the deployed F-22s operate with full capability. Rapid Raptor was developed by Air Force Pacific Command, but has now been expanded to a global level by Air Combat Command. So technically, going forward, the U.S. would be able to bring to the table around 9 Raptors at any moment against Iran. This is a significant force and can inflict massive damage to Iran's air defense systems as well as its Air Force.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.